But I think we're facing now, and this is why I want to have this published before Thanksgiving, because I think we're facing now just it's so important for people to distinguish who they are, what they believe, and make everybody wrong who's outside their little bubble. And it's really popular to just kind of annihilate the other people out there, whether it's political beliefs or religious beliefs or I mean, I can name 100 different ways to divide us, and that's why I think the work that you're doing in publishing this book is so important. And it starts in the family, I think. Don't you think?
Absolutely. And that's where the root system went in place, and we're still that root system is still ruling. And the underworld, which is primarily unconsciousness in us, with the biases we have and the prejudices we have and all that, we don't even know that we have them. They're so unconscious, they're so deeply ingrained in us. And one of my teachers used to say, you're carrying one flag without looking at what's in your bones and blood. So even if we're waving one flag and claiming we believe another, we're still under the effects of what our familial upbringings was and domestications. And often we may go along with them exactly, like we don't even know where they begin and end and where we begin and end. But otherwise we went, I'm gonna be the opposite of that. I'm not gonna be like them. I would never ever do something like what they would do. And that becomes just as violent. That becomes just as problematic to take such an opposing stance on that as aligning with them. And instead of saying, we're on a spectrum here, all of us, a human spectrum, and nature informs us about this, just like drought and flood. And nobody I know would say, I'm all for drought. Oh, yeah, let's have some drought. And nobody's going to say, well, yeah, bring on some floods. And drought is included and flood is included. And it's far beyond my comprehension what the value of drought is or what the value of a flood is. And I have to surrender to there's something going on in a higher consciousness than mine that would know how to balance things that it may include some drought and flood.